Okay, so this is our garden. These are the sunflowers that are starting to come up and bloom and are beautiful. There's my husband singing in the background. He's home for good now, which is also why I'm really behind on my videos. So I'll be catching up. So here's some sunflowers. And these right here are Brussels sprouts. And then we had some pepper plants right over here. Some pepper plants. And then those are tomatillos back there in the back. Yeah, the big tall bushy ones are the tomatillos. And then we've got some peppers. Down here you can see we have a pepper. And then these are our red onions. And then we've got some kale and Swiss chard. Am I missing anything back there?
Onions.
White onions?
White onions.
White onions, back by Gunnar and Miss Mila. And then these guys right here, this is 2 rows of kohlrabi. And then we've got beets. Some beets, not all beets. Carrots, right up and down there. Yeah, I was going to say more onions. These are French onions, I think. And then we have cucumbers. There's like 3 different kinds of cucumbers. There's Armenians, the burpless, and something else. So, tons and tons. And then we have some squash and zucchini. Do we have any? These guys down here. Some different things. A bunch of cucumbers back there. More squash and all of that good stuff. And then these are zucchini. We've got yellow zucchinis, and then we've just kind of got your standard green zucchinis in the back there. And then these, like this whole mess of vines on the end here, these are all different kinds of pumpkins, and I think there's 3 or 4 different kinds of pumpkins in here. There's like a blue one, the Jack Be Littles, just your standard jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, and maybe one other kind as well, I'm not sure. And then I think we have a couple of different types of gourds on the end. I think we have snake gourds, which we thought would be kind of fun in the fall and around Halloween time. And then here we have a handy dandy fashion deer fence. We've got dead foliage and branches and things in the back here to keep the deer out, and a deer fence here, and then kind of a self-fashioned deer fence on this other side over here with some cans hanging up. Hey, Gunnar and Mila, to kind of help with the birds. And then it's also bordered by a pond here to keep the other animals out too, like foxes and coons and things. But the problem we're having, we're still getting deer in here because the pond is now so low that it's not very much of a deterrent. It's been really dry in Montana, so we've actually had to use the pond to water the garden. So there's a closer look at our deer fence there. It's kind of ghetto and redneck, and it's kind of awesome actually, I think, but that's the garden, and this is our house where we live. We live in the basement. The whole house isn't ours. There's one other person that lives in the basement, and then Gunnar's parents live on the top floor. So that's where we live, and this is our garden. So thanks everybody. Bye.